Hi, I'm Dave Thompson, and I'm inviting you to come into my space and think clearly with me. Have you noticed lately that we seem not to be able to think clearly in this country? We do so many ridiculous and stupid things that a third grader wouldn't buy into, and the general public just follows along like if it was the gospel. How many of the restrictions related to COVID 19 are utterly ridiculous? Apparently, you can kill people if you walk through a restaurant without a mask on. But once you sit down and start eating, you can breathe to your heart's content and everybody is going to be fine. Oh, and I just love it on an airplane when you are sitting next to people, shoulder to shoulder, breathing on each other for 2 or 3 hours. But when you deplane, please deplane one row at a time so that you are able to keep yourself socially distanced and prevent the spread of COVID 19. If an alien were to drop down here from Mars and hear us talk about doing these sorts of things, they would think they had fallen upon a planet that has no measurable intelligence. They would immediately ask, "What are you doing?" Well, that's a question that I ask frequently. The most recent thing to drive me crazy is Pride Month. First off, why are you proud of who you are romantically attracted to? Never did it occur to me to go, why, I'm a proud heterosexual. So glad I made myself that way. Never been more proud. It's the dumbest thing ever. It's not an achievement. Your sexuality is a state of being. So first of all, the whole concept of having pride over it and having a month for it is absurd. But that's not bad enough. Then we got all these woke companies that are trying to out virtue signal each other and send you constant messages about how wonderful they are because they respect LGBTQ and whatever the rest of the alphabet is these days. My credit card company. I get a notification from my credit card company that they're celebrating Pride Month. I get a notification from stores that I have purchased things at that they're woke and they're celebrating Pride Month. When did we come to this? Why do we care? If you are a hardware store, just sell me a hammer. Be done with it. If you're a credit card company, just process my transaction. Let me buy my thing. I really don't care what you think or don't think about this. And here's the other thing. Does anybody think there's any modicum of sincerity in this at all? Do you really think that the people on the board of directors are sitting up there somewhere in some little skyscraper in New York City going, you know, I just about get misty when I think about Pride Month. We got to send a message out there about how concerned we are about our homosexual brothers and sisters. I mean, come on. It's all for commerce. And here's the irony of all of it. The people who are most concerned about the fact that you love and respect what they are doing are sucked into this idea that these corporations, these companies are doing this because they really care. They're doing it because they want to make sure they don't get out virtue signaled by the competition. And of course, people like me, people like many of you who couldn't care less about Pride Month and really don't ever walk up to someone and say, "Hi, my name is Dave Thompson and I'm a heterosexual and I'm proud." They know that we don't fight back. We don't do anything. We just sit back and take it. So there's zero problems for them in doing this kind of thing, but they feel that if they don't do it, that somehow their competition's going to win out because they've won the virtue signal battle. The whole thing is ridiculous, and I can only ask the question, what are you doing?